Hey guys, it's George. Paris Fashion Week just came to a close yesterday as I'm filming this, and oh my god, there are so many looks, so many great looks, some ones that are very, very plain, a whole mix. I have also uploaded a whole separate video about Milan Fashion Week. I'll leave that linked in the description box. You can go check that out after watching this video, as well as my Fashion Week playlist. If you are a regular viewer, you know the drill, but if you are new here, hi, hello. Let me explain how this works. I've got all of the looks, I believe all of the looks from Paris Fashion Week here on my laptop. We're going to go through, talk designers, silhouettes, cuts, unpack, and then I'll be rating each look out of 10 threads as it's Fashion Week. And if you want to learn more about my fashion background, my fashion experience, I've left a little blurb in the description box that you can go read at your own leisure. Let's jump into our first Paris Fashion Week look. And by the way, this is in no particular order, just alphabetical. We're doing a register. Kicking off with Blase, who attended the Off-White show. I really love this knitted zip-through hoodie and how you've got the contrasting motifs within the print. I don't know what this is. Is it the planet? Maybe the black and yellow sphere. Let's call it that. You've got the O on his right side, the W on the other, and then you can see that there's some other motifs within this print. And then on the inside of the hood is that contrasting brown tone, which I think's really nice because it jumps off. Nothing about this knitted zip-through hoodie is falling flat, and I love the combination of the trouser. I believe it is a dark wash denim jean, and then there is this metallic, I believe it could be a screen print, pulled over the trousers, and it just picks up so beautifully in the light. And this is a very casual look, but I think all of the colors, the motifs in the print, and then that beautiful technique, the metallic on the jean, it really stands out and pops. So for me, this is 7.5 threads. Blase also attended the Palm Angel show at Paris Fashion Week, and to be honest, this outfit, I'm not as mad about it. I think it's a really nice everyday outfit, but I feel like you could go to any store that's accessible and put a very similar look together. We've got the white t-shirt with the single-breasted 2-button notch lapel suit, which is a very standard cut of menswear, and then the trousers look like a nice slim cut with that front press. I do like the jewelry with it. It gives it a nice flair, and I do like the styling with the sunglasses, but I just feel like anyone could put this look together and it doesn't really like scream Palm Angels for me. So this is 5 threads. Dawn attended the Dries Van Noten show, and I do like this black and white moment for how graphic it is, but I feel like the top half of the outfit is like a fuck yes, but the bottom half of the outfit, I really dislike it. The top half of the outfit, I love the way that they've styled this white shirt. The collar just slightly open, he's got the tie, and then over top he's got this knitted vest that is a square neckline, so that's what's giving us those graphic linear lines. And I like how the shirt is slightly long line. You can see it in the sleeves, the fabric's bunching around the cuffs, and then it's been styled out underneath of that knitted vest. The thing I don't like about it is the skirt. I feel like the skirt looks like such an awkward length, and I really hate the sock and shoe combination, those knitted white socks with the black leather mules. It just doesn't work for me. It's just my taste. I feel like a pair of black wide leg trousers, really wide leg trousers with a really chunky boot or shoe would have been the perfect way to finish off that outfit, but that's just my thoughts. So I'm going to give this 7 threads. Top half of the outfit, great, but the bottom half, I just don't vibe. Dawn attended a lot of shows this Paris Fashion Week. Up next, he attended the Off-White show, and I think this has to be one of my favourite Dawn looks from Fashion Week. I love that when you first look at this outfit, you think the jacket is cropped because it has this massive semicircle cutout, and you see that it's actually very long line sitting at his mid-thigh. And I like how the cuffs are coming right down to the knuckle. It gives this very boxy, oversized feel to the jacket, and I like the pairing of the top underneath, the black and white graphic, how the hood sits over the jacket, and then you have that piece on his left-hand side that sits out of the trouser and cascades down the leg. The wide leg trousers really balanced out the cut of the jacket, and it's been finished with the white sneakers that tie back into the print. So this outfit is very balanced. I love the silhouette, and the styling is quite simple, just with the chain around the neck and the sunglasses. It doesn't need much more going on because we have that interesting cut of the jacket, and then also the black and white graphic of the top. This is 9 threads. Dawn also attended the Rick Owens show, and I feel like this look screams Rick Owens. I like how it leans in a very casual direction, but it still has the grunginess and is the epitome of a Rick Owens look. I like how the outfit is a complete black base, and then we're getting that accent of red coming through in the plaid, and the plaid shirt has got a distressed vibe to it. You can see the distressing on the seams on the sleeves where it's sleeveless, and I like how the length of it comes down and is flush with the length of the shorts because it creates this really seamless tight silhouette. Another thing I like is the white draw cords in the hood, in the shorts, and then the white laces because it adds a contrast to the outfit. The styling as well is spot on. I wouldn't touch a thing. I like all of the layered chains in different weights around the neck, pulling your eye down, and how the shirt's worn open. That's very flattering. And then he has the wrapped sunglasses, the slick back wet look hair. Great styling of this look. This is 8 threads. Dawn also attended the Sacai show at Paris Fashion Week, and I absolutely love this look. I'm in two minds about the sock and shoe combination, but we'll touch on that in a moment. What I really love is the texture and the print of this jacket. The texture of the jacket, all of the distressed edges where this has been patchworked together, it's so beautiful, and it adds a really nice contrast to this quite deep, moody print. The colours of it have this moodiness to it, and then when you get to the skirt, the print is the same, but the colours have more of a saturation, more of a lift, which I think is really interesting as it looks beautiful against the jacket. And the styling of the shirt underneath, it just works, even though it is a print clash. We're getting this blue stripe, but the stripe is subtle enough and it goes down, whereas the distressing goes across like this. So it's not like the stripes are fighting against each other in the same direction. Where they go in different directions, they work really nicely together. And I love how they've styled the shirt collar, emulating the shape of that bomber jacket, how it sits up higher and comes down. I think that's really, really beautiful. The sock and shoe combination, I think the socks work well with this outfit, but the shoe, I'm in two minds. I like it on one side because it adds a contrast to this outfit, it adds lift, but then on the other hand, I'm just not really vibing with the desert boot. I'm unsure. Let me know what you think of the shoes in the comment. This is 9 threads. Our final Dawn look, he attended the Valentino show and he looks so unreal in this Valentino pink shade. I just am obsessed with him in this colour pink, especially the black hair. The anorak, which is quite long line, it sits beautifully over the white wide leg shorts that hit him just above the knee. I think the proportions of this outfit are just beautiful. And then how he's got the purple, I don't know if this is a scarf piece or a pussy bow tie shirt. I think it's a pussy bow tie shirt that's been worn underneath, but they've pulled the tie section out over the anorak in that beautiful jewel tone purple. It sits beautifully against the pink. And then the styling of the boot with the pink laces that tie into the anorak, the white socks just poking out over the boot, the Valentino choker, I absolutely love it. The only thing I'm not understanding this Fashion Week season is I feel like brands have gotten very lazy and they're putting idols in looks that we've already seen idols in, or they're putting them in very, very similar looks, and these events are close together. Outfits that were worn at Men's Fashion Week and now at Women's Fashion Week, just a month apart, and they're almost identical. So for this look here, I believe it's a look that Sugar wore when he was announced to be Valentino's new ambassador, and the styling is slightly different with the boots, but I don't understand why Valentino put Dawn in this look when it was used to announce Sugar as their ambassador. All of these brands are luxury brands. They have the budget to have multiple press samples of their entire collection in various different sizes, so they don't just need to be giving the same stuff out. They have the budget to have samples for everything, so I don't really understand why they repeated this look, because it would have already have been seen by millions and millions of people on that announcement. So it's a fantastic look. Dawn looks great in it. but I think it's also kind of like a missed opportunity to display another really strong look from your collection. So for that reason, I'm gonna give this 8 threads. Doyeon attended the Saint Laurent show, and I do like this outfit, but for me it's missing something to finish it off. I think a blouse with a pair of flared trousers in contrasting fabrics, it's just not enough for a Fashion Week look. And I know some of you get confused when I say a Fashion Week look, but you're attending a fashion event. It's an opportunity for you and the brand to go all out. And I'm not saying you have to do the most, be the most extra, and just look absolutely wild like some people do at Fashion Week. But you should be having all of the finishing touches. The outfit should be like really considered. This outfit to me looks unfinished. Moon Ga-young also attended the Saint Laurent event, and she had this beautiful crop leather jacket with that strong shoulder that was just slightly oversized, and even something like that would really finish this look off nicely, just to add that finishing touch. This look for me gets 5 threads. There's nothing wrong with this look, it just is unfinished in my opinion. Gemini also attended Paris Fashion Week, and he went to multiple shows. We're kicking off with him attending the Acne studio show, and I've only been able to find shots of like him from the waist up, so I assume he's wearing a suit. He's got this light grey pinstripe suit. He's got this light grey pinstripe suit that has that beautiful peak lapel, and then it comes down. And looking at this clip here, I believe it's double-breasted because you can see that the panels are kind of like bunched up a little bit, but it looks like they need to wrap. It's been worn open, but I really like the styling with this neon green shirt underneath and the necklace that sits just close to the neck. I think that pop of colour against the grey pinstripe, which is something that's so traditional in men's tailoring, it gives it a really nice contemporary flair, and Acne Studios is a very contemporary brand, so I think this look is very fitting to their brand aesthetic, and Gemini just looks great in it. So for me, this is 8.5 threads. Gemini are Off-White. I am fucking obsessed with this look. The silhouette of this double denim look, the tie-dye just on the trousers, giving us that beautiful like crescent moon shape on each leg. The tie-dye looks slightly different on each leg, but it still has that symmetry. And the styling as well, for me, it's just spot on because it lets the double denim do all of the work. It lets the tie-dye do all of the work. The oversized fit of this jacket is just right. You can see that those set-in sleeves are just falling beyond his natural shoulder, and there is this orangey wash to the brown which ties in to that tie-dye, and then you can see that there's this orange top stitching around the cuffs and around the hem of the jeans which tie beautifully together. The styling of that white rib tank top, and then the heavy iced out necklace, and these sunglasses. I need these sunglasses. I absolutely love them. Beautiful way to finish this outfit off with that chunky boot. This is 10 threads for me because it is screaming Off-White. It fits him beautifully, and the styling is just spot on. So do you get what I mean now when I say like a Fashion Week look? It doesn't need to be like bold, you're fucking wild, you're wearing like everything but the kitchen sink. When you are giving the brand's aesthetic with your own aesthetic, it's styled perfectly and it's a standout look. It's a 10. That's how I'm scoring anyway, come on. Gemini also attended the Palm Angel show, and this is his second double denim look, and for me this one just isn't as strong. This look here is a lot more commercial than his Off-White look. If we just put them side by side, you can see exactly what I mean, and I think the styling just really reflects the commerciality of this Palm Angels look. He's still wearing a white tank top underneath, but we've not got the really sick sunglasses. We've not got the really heavy iced out chain, and it's just been styled with a pair of white sneakers. To me, they look like Nike Air Force Ones, which is just such an easily accessible trainer. So I like this look. If I saw someone walking down the street in this look, I'd be like, that's sick, but it's not as strong as his like 10 out of 10 threads Off-White double denim moment. So it kind of reflects what I said about Blase as well. Like, you could really easily recreate this look, and they're both at the Palm Angel show, so I don't know what's going on there. Especially when we look at this picture here where Blase and Gemini are with Hwimin, and like he's giving us a vibe. So this is 6 threads. It's a nice look, but it's just too commercial for Fashion Week for me. Speaking of Hwimin, let's move on and focus on him. He also attended multiple shows and he attended Off-White also. I have such a love-hate vibe with this outfit. When I look at it, I'm like, do I love it? Do I not? I don't really know. And I'm speaking more about the knit itself. I really love the idea of the knit, but there's also something really weird about it that I just find very off-putting. I don't know whether it's because obviously we're getting the shape of the anatomy with the pecs, the abs, the V-lines, you know, the bicep, the shoulder one, I can't name, like that kind of thing. And I think the idea of it and how they've used this ribbon knit to get like the lines of the muscle, it's really technically sick. But I think also where it is like the bands of the muscles at the same time, I'm a bit like, ooh, like, you know, that emoji where the mouth's like, ooh, like, that's how it makes me feel. So I think it's really cool. I like the idea behind it. Technically, I love that they've appliqued that really textured knit onto a more fine knit to give that definition and reality to this idea. I think it is cool, but then at the same time, I'm a bit like, it's a bit off-putting. I don't know. I think it's just me personally. And I do love how they've styled it. The white wide leg trouser with that chunky white sneaker, and then he's got the crucifix necklace. I do like the crucifix necklace with it, but I feel like you could also lose it, but it works. And then the sunglasses, I just love these sunglasses. There's something like low-key ridiculous about them, but in like such a great way. And especially the blue metallic, it's just making me think of Jeff Koons, the sculptures he's done of like the blued animals. So I'm just vibing with the sunglasses. I'm gonna give this look 8.5, just for my, with the jumper. And also I feel like the styling is good, but we could also take some of it away. We've briefly touched on Hwimin's Palm Angels look, and for me, this is the kind of look that I would associate with Palm Angels, not something that's so commercial like we saw on Blase and on Gemini. What I love about this look is how the pieces themselves are wearable, but the way it's been styled really pushes it in this very streetwear direction. And I don't know whether this is two pieces from two separate tracksuits or they're meant to match like this, but obviously you can see the texture of the top is heavily embellished. We've got that metallic, the shine, and then the trouser is plain, it's matte, but when you look at the side stripe, it's the same texture and it has that same zigzag going down the middle. So that makes me question whether it's two separate tracksuits with the same side stripe paired together, or this is meant to pair together as a look. The combination then of the balaclava in that bandana print over the head and then the beanie on top, I believe that's what it is, yeah, with like the little ears. It's very weird. It's very intense. But I love this styling because, as I said, it pushes it in that streetwear direction. It is what I would associate with Palm Angels. And as I said, it's Fashion Week. It's your chance to like be bold, push it in that direction. So for me, I'm gonna give this 10 threads because Hwimin really went there, especially when you compare it to the looks that Gemini and Blase wore. Like, it's just like Hwimin is here and they're like over there. Do you get what I'm saying? Moving on to Gyujeong at Off-White. I really like this outfit, but I feel like in an everyday setting, this would be like a really fashionable, stylish outfit. But for Fashion Week, it is very pared down, especially compared to Hwimin, Gemini's. I do like it, but I just wish there was like something more to it to like really push it in that more like contemporary direction like we saw from Gemini and Hwimin. What I do like is how you've got that hem going across the middle of the knit, and then you have the panel, so it gives interest to the knit. And the trouser themselves, they're a really nice straight cut that just flares out ever so slightly and sits over the chunky boot. And you can see that there is this polka dot very, very subtly to them, more so around the top of the trouser, and it cascades down into nothing. So I really like the outfit, but I just don't think it is enough for Fashion Week, especially against the party, the area members that he attended with. So I'm gonna give this 7 threads. It's cute, it's nice, but and kind of fades into the background of the area team. Hongjoong attended the Balmain show and I fucking love this look. It's giving ATEEZ power suit, it's asymmetric, it's black and white, it's graphic, and the textures are just spot on. I love the really strong shoulder of this suit. It's giving us like that ATEEZ power suit vibe, and then you've got that asymmetric neckline which comes just across, giving us the flash of the clavicle. Perfect to be styled shirtless. If this was styled with a shirt like underneath, it would just ruin the neckline. And then I love how we get that flash of white going across the body and how it gives us that triangle of white because it's so graphic against the black velvet. And then the trouser itself, to me, it looks like a slim cut and it just works perfectly with the jacket, balancing it out. And then it's been styled with the black boot, the black leather bag with the gold accents. It just adds that pop of gold to the look. And then the sunglasses right at the end of the nose. I think this is the perfect styling. This is 10 threads. I was so excited to hear that Hongjoong got invited by the creative director of Balmain himself. Such fantastic opportunity, and they just nailed the look. Moving back to our female idols, we've just had a heavy menswear section. We have Hyein attending her first ever Paris Fashion Week, and she attended the Louis Vuitton show, and I absolutely love this top. I think the top is so beautiful, and how they've styled her hair up, letting all of the detail of the top show. Just the perfect cool, and the hairstyle itself is beautiful. I love the wide high neck and then how the top comes out in that halter neck kind of shape. It frames her shoulders beautifully, and then that white crinkly texture of the white fabric against that beautiful soft beige of the leather. And you can see they've put like a belt with a buckle through the bottom of the top, so it pulls it in and gives it that beautiful wave. And they've done something similar with the neck. The trousers work well with the outfit, the straight cut black trousers with the black side stripe, and then the chunky boot with that beige sole. It ties perfectly into the top, and also the structural Louis Vuitton bag with that inverted monogram. I love this bag with that inverted monogram. There is one detail of this outfit though that I just can't get behind, and I feel like Hyein must have not felt comfortable or just disliked this detail herself, because in all of the shots that I've seen in the videos, her hands and the bag have always been in front of this detail, and I cannot fucking blame her. When we see this outfit breakdown of the trousers, why the fuck have Louis Vuitton put this giant, hideous red fucking zip on these trousers, regardless whether it's menswear, women's wear, for a unisex brand, whatever? Why would you put such a ghastly, huge, red contrasting zip at this part of the trouser? Even if you put this at the bottom in the side stripe, it would still be so awful, but just the placement, it stands out so bold against the outfit because everything else is quite a neutral tone. To then have this big, angry, red zip, it is awful. So you just can't blame her for like holding the bag, putting her hands there, like smart fucking girl. Smart girl. I honestly wouldn't have known until I found this on Twitter. This is 8 threads. Hyein, she looks beautiful. The styling of the look itself, it's great. The top on her, mwah, but just the zip, like, oh my God. Jumping into our first Blackpink member, we had Jennie attend the Chanel show, and I was quite surprised by this because it's very subdued and toned down compared to the normal Chanel looks that we get from Jennie. She gave us that all red moment, the black moment when she had the braids, and it was this very like sporty side of Chanel, my absolute favorite. And then last season, she had that really bold knitted dress with the black boots. So this look is really, really toned down, and the jumpsuit itself is beautiful. The tweed, the pockets, the back detail of this jumpsuit is so beautiful. That Chanel clasp and then how it dips lower in the back, and you can see that they've added that waist belt just to add some definition. But Overall, this look is very plain, especially compared to the looks that we've seen Jennie in at Chanel previously. And I just feel like they really missed the mark on the styling for this. They could have added a gold waist belt because it would have added more definition, and it also would have tied into the gold hardware on that beautiful Chanel bag that she's holding. I also feel like they could have added some costume jewelry. Chanel are known for the vast range of incredible costume jewelry that they offer. So even if it's a pair of statement earrings, like, you know, those beautiful Chanel earrings that like CHANLE on like the different sides, that would have really added something to this look. But I also understand why they probably didn't want to do that, because she's got the band-aid under her eye from where she like fell while she was exercising and she injured her face. And every time I was like searching her at the Chanel show in the news, that's literally all anyone could talk about. So I do feel for her, and I do understand avoiding that styling choice, but just adding some costume jewelry somewhere else, like some necklaces that come down, some bracelets, something just a bit stronger to like style this jumpsuit up. This is 7 threads. It's a nice look, but it's definitely not the strongest Chanel look that we've seen her in at Fashion Week. Let me know what you think in the comments. Next up, we have Jisoo at Dior, and this outfit is just really, really plain. I know the meaning behind this outfit is really, really powerful and is beautiful. She wore this at the start of Women's Month, and the color purple signifies justice and dignity. So yes, there is a beautiful meaning behind this outfit, but you could have worn any purple outfit that had a bit more something to it. And I know Dior is known for its elegance, for its simplicity, but they've also turned out some really amazing looks. So I just felt like this was a bit disappointing. They could have done so much more with this moment. If, you know, we were planning this purple dress moment to signify something, why not go for an outfit that's a bit stronger? Even the cut of the dress itself, yes, it's very elegant, but the cut is also very, very plain, and there is not much styling going on. The black Lady Dior bag, the black very simple strappy heel, it doesn't really add anything to the look. Even if we added like a statement heel, it would have made this look more interesting. In my short form version, I did say, why is there no jewelry? And you guys told me that she is obviously an ambassador for Cartier, so she can't be put in Dior's jewelry, and she also can't wear Cartier jewelry to their event. So that makes sense. But there are other categories of accessories Dior could have styled her in to really turn this look up. So this is 5 threads. I think Jisoo looks absolutely beautiful. The hair, the makeup, yes, but Dior, knowing she was going to be wearing purple to signify this powerful moment, they should have done more. Back to menswear, we have Mark Tuan, who attended the Saint Laurent show, and whilst I really, really love this outfit, it is so similar to what Ten wore just over a month ago to Saint Laurent's menswear show. And this is what I'm saying about brands being lazy. The trench coat and the trousers, the boots look very, very similar, almost the same silhouette. They could be the same pieces, but instead of styling that really black plunging v-neck shirt, they've gone for this beige wrap moment. And I do love the contrast of this beige wrap shirt against the all black outfit, but it's so similar. Like, these outfits could be related, and I just think it's so lazy. As I said, these are luxury, powerful fashion houses. They're going to have samples of their entire collection in multiple sizes. It's not like they're going to be short on like lending things out or like who's wearing what. So it is a really nice outfit, but I just think it's such a shame. Like, I know personally, like, I'll be pissed if I was wearing something so similar to someone in my industry just wore. Like, no. I'm gonna give Mark 8 threads. I think this is a fantastic outfit. He pulls it off really, really well, but it's so similar to Ten's, and it just doesn't have the same impact as Ten's look. Minnie attended the Miu Miu show, and I absolutely loved this look. this oversized blazer with the matching crop top that both have the beautiful raw hems. On the hem of the crop top, you can see it around the sleeves of the blazer, and then also around the hem of that blazer. It just adds interest to this camel blazer. It takes it away from being this very like serious, structured, chic moment, and it brings it into a more smart, casual, everyday wearable, oversized style. And then how they've combined it with the mini skirt that's got the utilitarian vibe with the pockets, the brown belt, and then the Miu Miu branded underwear that's hanging out. It has this Y2K vibe about it. And I like the combination of the black bag because the black is strong against the outfit, but then it's also tying into the black boots. I'm not a huge fan of the boot. I think where they come up to underneath the knee is a great cut and length with the rest of the outfit, but the fact that they're open-toed with a little kitten heel, it just looks slightly weird. I feel like either make the heel a bit higher if you're going to have an open toe, or just close the toe. Maybe like a square toe with like a little kitten heel would have looked a lot better. So my only qualm with this outfit is the boot. I think the styling with the slick ponytail, the black bag and the black boots, it balances out, and it doesn't really need any jewelry because it's all about the textures and the branding. So for me, this is 9 threads. Just the boots. Just the fucking boots. Mirani attended the Givenchy show and she's wearing that beautiful staple menswear blazer that has the wrap detail and that beautiful hardware loop. I'll put it on screen now so you can see it clearer. I absolutely love the oversized fit of this jacket on her and how the length of the blazer is coming to the same length of the dress. You don't really get to see much of the dress underneath. It looks like it's got a high neck and there's embellishment around the neck. And the dress, I don't know, I feel like it's unfair to comment on the dress. I feel like this is more about having the boxy oversized blazer and then just like an LBD underneath as a layering piece. But what I like about this is the styling. The metallic bag that's got the very like slouchy softness to it, and then the beautiful sculptural sunglasses, the light denier tights, and then that chunky boot. I think the styling is spot on. I'm just unsure about the dress itself underneath, so I'm going to give this 7.5 threads. I also feel like Mirani's other Paris Fashion Week looks are just slightly stronger than this. Speaking of Mirani, she also attended the Off-White show, and I think her double denim look, it sits really nicely between Gemini and Gyujeong's look, because Gemini's was like, boom, like 10 out of 10, like really like driven in that aesthetic direction, whereas Gyujeong's look was more commercial. Her look sits between them really, really nicely. I think this is a beautiful, fashionable, stylish, everyday outfit that you could wear, but we've got that really low rise of the wide leg jean, and then I like how the jacket's been styled, just buttoned up, coming off the shoulders, because you really get to see that sheer t-shirt underneath, and I like how it's been styled with the black bandeau and the black choker, because you're getting that real sheer quality over the top. It's really highlighting that. And then the sculptural black bag in the shape of the heart, the black sunglasses, the updo of the spikes. It's the perfect styling. So this is 8 threads. Mirani also attended the Ottolenghi show, and this red look is just so bold. I love the hooded top, and then she has the skirt over the trousers. She has the braids, the black sunglasses, and then how it's been styled with that metallic silver bag, which just completely contrasts against the rest of the outfit, but it works so harmoniously. I feel like this knitted top is so risque because first of all, it's a hooded cardigan that does up right at the top, and then it falls open from just underneath the bust. So it's a good thing it wasn't a windy day. Maybe, you know, they might have like taped it down to her stomach to stop that from happening, but it does look like there's a little tie detail on one side, so maybe you could fasten it up a bit below. But I like the way it's been styled. I like the fact that you're getting the flash of her midriff because it helps to break up all of the red, and it's great styling. It's edgy, it's youthful, and I actually really like the skirt worn over the trousers with the black and red paneling because it makes the whole look harmonious. That black paneling is tying into those very oversized black sunglasses, and then as I've said, you have that metallic silver bag which just completely like throws a spanner in the works of the outfit, but it works perfectly. This is 9 threads. NMIXX attended the Loewe show, and I honestly don't know where to fucking begin with this. NMIXX just had a really bad end of year show season when it comes to their red carpet style, and I was hoping it wasn't going to continue at Fashion Week when I heard they would be attending, and it has. And this isn't even their stylist. Loewe would have dressed the girls in these looks, and they just make no fucking sense. We have Soyoon in this sculptural little black dress with the very exaggerated hips, with the handbag that doesn't go. And then on the flip side of that, you have Lily in a white t-shirt that looks like it's not even cropped. They've just tucked it into her bra. And then the black booty shorts with the balloon heels. The shoes, oh my god, the shoes are so bad. The shoes are so bad. And it's how Hyein is also wearing the horrible balloon shoes, because she's gone from wearing those hideous legging boots at the end of year show season shows to the fucking balloon shoes. I just can't. These looks are not cohesive at all. How do these looks come together to represent Loewe, but also how do they represent NMIXX? I just don't understand. When I posted my short form video of this, someone said Bae, Soyoon and their kids, and you can't unsee it. You can't unsee it. The thing that irks me the most about this set of looks is the fact that all of the members have been given a handbag purely for the sake of it, because these bags do not go with their outfits at all. None of these handbags go with the outfits in terms of the style of the bags, but also the colour of the bags. They're purely there to be seen with NMIXX as a marketing ploy, and yes, that is the point of having a brand ambassador. They're there to market your brand, represent your brand, but when you're just throwing things into the mix, I mean, is that kind of a pun? You're throwing things into the mix, NMIXX, lol. When you're just throwing items into the mix and they don't even go with what you're wearing, I don't think that's good marketing. If anything, it's damaging. People aren't going to look at these outfits and be like, oh wow, that bag doesn't go with her dress, I want it. So this is 2 threads. I don't even think 2 threads is the right score for this. I just really... Is it 1 thread? It's 1 thread. It's 1 thread. It's 1 thread. I'm sorry, it's 1 thread. These girls should second guess their contract with Loewe, because it wasn't even a stylist who did this to them, it was Loewe. Moving on swiftly to a better look, and probably one of my favourite women's wear look. I mean, actually, I think this is my favourite women's wear look from Paris Fashion Week. We have Rosé attending the Saint Laurent show, and when I saw this, I was just like, fuck me, this is so beautiful. Rosé looks unreal, and I feel like this is the amped up, upgraded version of Rosé's look at the previous Saint Laurent show. That was still 10 threads. I remember scoring that 10 threads, and people were like, how have you given this very simple look 10 threads? But it was just the silhouette of the little black dress, the styling of the sheer denier tights with the chunky platform shoe, and just the attitude Rosé was serving up. This is the upgraded version. This statement tan leather trench, the very structured sculptural wide shoulders, the epaulettes, how the sleeves fall, how this trench is to the floor. It is dramatic, and then it's been styled over the top of this very slinky, sexy little black dress, and I'm not sure if it's been styled with very light denier tights again, but she's got the very high platform shoes, and to have this look underneath that's like very sexy Saint Laurent, all black, and then the statement trench over the top. This is where I like the combination of black and brown. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does, but here it works so beautifully. This is 10 threads. Unreal look. Saint Laurent know exactly what they're doing, and favourite women's wear look from Paris Fashion Week. Next up, we have Sunmi, and she attended the Balmain show. I was so obsessed when I saw this outfit, this beautiful red jumpsuit. And what I love the most is the top half of this jumpsuit, how you have the halter neck, which is quite plunging, and then you have the peak lapel coming out, and then that off the shoulder piece that wraps around, and you can see that it's got these giant tucks which add a really nice texture to the top. The halter neck and the off the shoulder cut, it just frames her shoulders so beautifully. And then how the jumpsuit, the leg of it, has that very dramatic flare. Such a strong silhouette, but it's perfect. The styling as well, spot on. I love how you have the black gloves that completely contrast against the rest of the outfit, but it ties into Sumney's hair. And then they've kept the clavicle completely clean. She's got the statement earrings, and then that beautiful red Balmain bag. I don't know if it'll be real crocodile skin or not. I'll do some research, see if I can find it, but I hope it's like an effect leather, but I like all of the hardware, the gold B, and I like the fact that the bag is red. It would also work black, but I think keeping it all red and just having the contrast of black in her hair and the gloves, it makes the styling stronger. This is 10 threads. A perfect Paris Fashion Week look. Like obsessed with this outfit. Moving back to Loewe, we have Taeyang, who attended their women's wear show. Remember me speaking about brands being lazy? Loewe, I think they must have put all of that effort into putting those handbags that don't go with any of NMIX's outfits, because this beige leather shirt jacket, we saw it just over a month ago on KARD's BM when he attended the Loewe men's show. And yes, I prefer the styling on Taeyang. I think the all black base, the leather shorts with that chunky black Chelsea boot that also has the beige sole, it works beautifully. But to repeat the same piece on two people from the same industry just over a month apart, I think it's fucking lazy. This is a luxury brand. They would have every single sample of their collection available, so why did they give him this outfit? And I also feel like this outfit isn't his style. Taeyang has such an amazing personal style. I feel like he could have put together a way stronger look himself. So I think it's just such a missed opportunity. Taeyang is one of the best visuals in K-pop. He can serve such a multitude of looks, incredibly bold looks. And this is the result that Loewe have dressed him in. This is 6 threads. I just think it's really disappointing and very lazy of this brand, of all of the brands that have done this season, and I hope we get to see him attend Paris Fashion Week again, Fashion Week in general again, and we get to see a look that he is worthy of. Finally, if you've made it this far, we have Hwimin at Valentino, and you know I've been going on this whole video about brands being lazy. Let's just talk about it now. He is wearing the same shirt that Sugar wore when he attended the Valentino Hawkshaw show about a month ago, but I don't have the same opinion about it being lazy here because they're not repeating something so obvious. This shirt is worn underneath. It's not the statement of the look, and I feel like with this outfit here, it's showing you different ways to wear the shirt. I bet some of you are probably thinking you're fucking hypocritical, but just going back to like Taeyang's Loewe look, the shirt jacket is the statement piece, and it was the same statement piece in BM's look, so why are we having something that's the statement that close apart, that close together even? Whereas in Hwimin's look, I feel like the shirt isn't the statement. So to see it in the tonal moment on Sugar, very, very chic, and then to see it in this more smart casual look here, do not have a problem with it. Like I've said about other looks in this video, I think this is quite a commercial look for Fashion Week, and a lot of people could recreate this, so it is good on one side. But when we look at these pictures here, these pictures here. These pictures here were posted to welcome Hwimin to being a friend of the House of Valentino, and I feel like this outfit would have been a way stronger Fashion Week look. The silhouette of the suit, the really strong shoulders, the beautiful striped texture of this fabric, double-breasted 4-button, just the silhouette of the suit and the fabric, I think it would have been a way stronger Fashion Week look. So I do like the look that he wore to attend, but we have seen stronger Valentino looks on him in these recent pictures. So yeah, just my thoughts. Let me know what you think. This is 8 threads. It's a nice look, but I want to see this on him at Fashion Week. That was a lot of looks. That was a lot of looks to get through. So props to you if you are still here. I owe you a fucking glass of wine. I have left out Korean actors in this video. I did save a few down, but where there are so many idol looks, I just think let's just leave them out of this video. Sorry. Please let me know in the comments what idol has your favorite Paris Fashion Week look, and if you've made it this far in the video, please leave me 3 red wine emojis because I'm about to go pour myself a large glass of red wine. I've been working hard today. Thank you so much for watching. A massive thank you to everyone who subscribed and all of you that sit and watch all the way through these videos. It really does mean a lot to me. So thank you so much. I can't wait to chat with you all in the comments, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Bye-bye.